Let's begin with a debate over in vitro fertilization. Last week, the Alabama Supreme Court threw the future of IVF into doubt by ruling that frozen embryos that are less than 1/10 of a millimeter, by the way, are legally humans. And I'm sorry, but if you could pass through a spaghetti strainer, you're not human. And now, Republicans who've spent years and years insisting that every embryo is touched by God are suddenly saying, oh, well, we didn't mean it in a way that makes us unpopular.
A lot of the GOP's top brass are now trying to scramble to get on the side of supporting IVF.
The Republican Senate campaign arm jumped on the issue by sending out this memo on Friday, urging that, quote, it is imperative that our candidates align with the public's overwhelming support for IVF and fertility treatments. House Speaker Mike Johnson also came out in support of IVF treatment and called it a blessing for many moms and dads who have struggled with fertility.
IVF is something that is so critical to a lot of couples. It helps them breed great families. Our country needs that.
Okay, that's too far in the other direction, okay? Did this guy just say, breed great families? Are you trying to run a country or get us into the Westminster dog show? This guy must really clean up at the nightclub. He's like, yo, girl, look, you got those straight teeth and detached earlobes. I want to genetically pass that on to my litter, you know? But you know what? Better late than never. So now that Republicans are on board with IVF, I'm sure they'll jump at the opportunity to pass a law to protect it.
A Republican senator has blocked the passage of a bill to protect access to in vitro fertilization nationwide. Senator Sidney Hyde-Smith of Mississippi objected to the measure's approval yesterday.
The bill before us today is a vast overreach that is full of poison pills that go way too far beyond ensuring legal access to IVF. It would legalize human cloning. It would legalize gene-edited designer babies and lift the federal ban on the creation of 3-parent embryos. It would legalize the creation of human-animal chimeras.
First of all, chimeras? I don't know how to pronounce that word, but I know it's not that. And secondly, you're not going to protect IVF because you're worried that someone might put, like, a human head on a giraffe's body? Why on earth would you want to stop that? That sounds awesome. I could be eating a tree right now, you know? Republicans are treating IVF the way I treat reading books. I'm always like, oh, I'm going to read so many books this year. I love reading. But when it actually comes time to read, I'm like, not for me, you know? And to be clear, none of this stuff that senator was warning us about is real. They're just looking for excuses to ban IVF, which to me is crazy. Why would you want to criminalize one of the only times you can masturbate for a good cause? Trust me, I've tried jacking it for leukemia, and people were not happy.